we're going to start officially with Radio Market. For those of you who are in tune, stick and stay, don't go anywhere. We're just about to start. He says that this stream is going to start just now. And that is on YouTube, Facebook, right? And I don't know if we don't be on TV. But it's going and gone, we're gone.
Don't do it.
Welcome back, and I think we are up and running at this time. So those of you who are in tune, thank you so much for being a part of Radio Market. So we were talking about, as we were on before, if you were listening on radio, we were talking about the bands of yesteryear and the name Elimat and the GIZ Brass should be even if they don't put Elimat.
Listen, Jazzy, you took the word out of my mouth.
That's the name of it.
You took the words out of my mouth. Exactly what I was going to say. If Elimat was the name was a problem, because I don't know if Meal and the Kings still exist, or the Kings, whatever it is.
No, they don't. No, they're gone.
No. But at least GIZ Brass should have.
Yeah, Group Impressions Brass, if you want to call it, because that's what GIZ mean.
That was the original name.
Yes, so if they want to, but it should really have been living on.
Yeah.
So for those of you, this is my nephew, Alvin Burke, and he is with me. Well, he's hanging with us on Radio Market this morning, and it's nice to have you. A junior, you know?
Gotta make sure I put that.
Our son, basically. But you're also in music, right?
I started playing. I actually started playing the saxophone first because of you know who, and because I heard the conversation with Elimat, and he was my Elvis, my uncle. He was my first introduction to Elimat. So like I didn't know because I was still young.
Yeah.
But he had like CDs of them and cassettes, and he would play them for me, and it's like, you hear that arrangement there, and like, man, listen, you know how the actions, and so it was like, you know how animated he was when he was passionate, but then, you know, you are around certain things and certain people, so one of the next things I did was I started to play guitar, and one of the first bands I started out with, my first band was Extortion Band, and that was 2003, 2004, about then.
Stick a pin in it, but then are they playing still? Good morning. Morning. Good morning.
Your young family there?
Yes. Morning.
Happy to hear about the Violators band.
You are who?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go again. What did you say?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I was saying,
something feeding back.
Happy to be in tune as usual. Yes, I'm happy to hear the voice of the youngsters there representing the Violators band of St. Croix.
Yes.
I grew up being a fan of the Violators band. I don't know if Daddy Jones is the member of the band.
Yes, he is.
He's owner of the band, so he's still doing a lot of music. Still doing a lot of music, not only for Vio, but for a lot of the new generation coming up. And as mentioned before, since his dad Al Baptiste also filling his dad's shoes, playing the Keyboards Express band too as well.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, so I just want to give my greetings when he goes back. Give greetings to Daddy Jones from Sandy Point. We have a lot of Sandy Pointers who have a lot of linkages in the Virgin Islands, especially St. Croix. So give greetings to Daddy Jones from Sandy Point. Thank you.
From Sandy Point only. Okay. Okay. So Daddy Jones.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how to describe him. For a lot of Virgin Islanders, he for what we know now as VI Calypso and soca, I would definitely say he's the blueprint of what we know. In terms of, especially with the drum machine and the rhythm back. So like, I don't know what to put his equivalent is in terms of St. Kitts, but in terms of like a broader state, a lot of people would like to call him, one person calls him the Quincy Jones of VI music, or he's really that good of a producer with his creativity, so for his footprint is all over Virgin Islands music. So what we hear now and what it has evolving is partly for him, so
Okay.
definitely.
Wow. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Yes.
I was listening to your music this morning, and that involved King Elimat, right? Well, the truth is, it's an undisputed matter, very undisputed matter where Elimat is concerned, right? He has done us wonderful. He has done us well, right? And really marked us out there. The problem I have is that why can't Elimat be properly honored, right? In this Federation of Thinkers. What it is, it really, really beats me. And to see recently in Antigua and Barbuda, Elimat band is way older than the Burning Flames.
That's right.
Way older than the Burning Flames, right? And it tells a story, and it makes us look awful to see that we have one of the best music, one of the most classical music in band, right? I know he didn't do it by himself, but he has been the master behind everything. And this guy should be shown a greater respect in this Federation of Things than me. We have the thing going on too long among just Elimat, but others. And I don't know why this thing, right? It matters me deeply to see that, we treat our own in that kind of manner, right? As if to say the Bible is wrong when it says what is to Caesar, give unto Caesar. I don't understand it, right? Somebody got to do something, and say nothing to beg for. He has earned it, and yet to receive it.
Yes. Well, we are believing that it will happen.
It beats me. I mean, come on, right? Where are we going?
Yes.
If we're going to behave like that for another 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe 100 years, then we're going nowhere, because we cannot have people that have given us their life, their talent like that, and not just giving us and giving the world. Right? I've heard people all the way in Montreal speak about Elimat. Right? Some people wonder what's become of him. Where is he? What's going on with him? Right? And a lot of people don't know. Right? Well, that part is a bit personal, really, but where the music is concerned, Elimat should already been heavily titled.
Okay, thank you so much. And we
all right, thank you for thanking me.
Yes, we stand in agreement. Yes, he needs to be honored, and we're believing that it will happen. It will happen. So, let's take a quick break and come back. So stick and stay. I just want to tell you that Carmen's Catering Services Saturday menu is as follows, and the number to call 665-1494. Her Saturday menu: cook up with pork, cook up without pork, barbecue pork ribs, honey glazed chicken, breaded chicken, pan fried fish, steamed kingfish, and the sides are rice and peas, coconut johnny cakes, pumpkin fritters, macaroni pie, parsley breadfruit, corn on the cob, steamed vegetables, and green salad. And that's Carmen's Catering Services, 665-1494.
Kaiso! The Grandmaster's Proud Sound 10 for Sugar Mass 54 is about to explode! The heavyweights are all in to make it more interesting. Round 3 of the Proud Sound 10 will feature the reigning Sugar Mass monarch, King Juicy, former monarch, Queenie G, former National Junior monarch, and the only back-to-back Culturama monarch, Hollywood, the 3 times crowned National Calypso monarch and 6-time crowned Culturama monarch, King Astro. Culturama Calypso King, I Sauce Up, the 6-time crowned National Calypso monarch, King Socrates. The 4-time crowned National monarch, Miss Independent, National Calypso monarch, King Craig. With all these royalties, eager to stop the authority, the people's defender, Big Light, and the witty king, Unexpected, is ready to turn things around, along with Queen Kibby, Lady Currents, Lady Diva, Royal Rissa, Godfrey, Decider, Polo, Pyro, Freddy, Queen T, and others. Sunday 23rd is the date, Spratnet is the place, and 7 p.m. is showtime. Admission by tickets just $20, and you can pick up your tickets at BCA on Central Street or at the Spratnet, you'll pay $30. So, it's Kaiso this coming Sunday 23rd at the Spratnet for Calypso in galore for Sugar Mass 54.
This song is about Caribbean unity. They say
the countdown is on. The sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of Soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the streets at Juve, celebrate folklore, and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade, a celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
Just want to remind you that if you want to boost your holiday sales, you can join ZIZ Holiday Sales Driver 2025. Radio, TV, and social media all in one. And we are back. It's Radio Market here on the Pulse of the Eastern Caribbean. And any comments, Boyak? Anything you see coming through?
We have Veronica Cathy saying good morning, Jazzy. Season's greetings. And she also said she would like you to tell Joycelyn good morning for her.
Okay.
Taru saying bless up Radio Market family. Much love, Jazzy, Wanga, and Boyak. Much love to the Cruisin' Connection. From Vio to Midnight, a legacy of great music and memories.
Hey, I'm telling you.
We have Cyphus Whitaker saying good morning. I haven't seen and used mattress. I haven't seen a used mattress box for sale.
He have.
No, he say he haven't. Good
if
morning.
you haven't seen it,
He haven't seen a used mattress box. I don't understand what he's.
say Gabi, you have it.
He have a used
one, but
for sale.
the fingers just get caught
The
up.
fingers are caught up, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, the phone has a mind of its own.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
We have a caller. Good morning, Radio Market.
Okay, Jazzy, I'm calling back.
What you said?
I'm looking some used galvanizer to buy. Anyone who have any, you can call my number. 6 4 2 2 0 4. Thank you in advance.
What you said? What you said? Because you're going. What you said the number is again?
6 4
664 and what else?
2 2
You're making me forget to take into long to
4.
say it.
2204.
I must say.
2204. 2204.
Thank you. Okay, got you covered. 664
Thank you.
2204. Okay, so somebody want to use tinning.
Use galvanize, yeah.
Use tinning. Somebody wants to use, Marvin, you got to use tinning to sell? Okay, so what you said, Boyak, any more comments?
Yeah, I was saying he highly recommend reading Ellie Matt's autobiography, Under the Breadfruit Tree. Kittitian musical history, Caribbean musical history.
Yeah. You know, now you said that, you must tell Daddy Jones he must write a book.
He working on it.
He working on
believe
it?
it or not.
Okay.
But his history is, I think for him, he would probably say because he still produces on such a high level. He said, I'm not ready for that yet because he still has a lot of stories to tell,
Okay.
musically. Because he's still young, I mean.
But he go write one so far.
Right. So,
And
yeah.
then God is sequel, he could continue.
Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
Jokingly, we've had the conversation before, and I know he definitely wanted to do that because I think people don't realize, even if, from my understanding, like his influence in Kittitian music too as well, in terms of the drum machine part of it. So if you talk to a lot of the guys that were in New Vibes and Smarlocks early when they really started to get into the drum machine, the rhythm backs, you will like definitely hear like where his influence went, and not only in St. Kitts, but like you definitely hear his early motivations or his early influence in Dominica music, so the bouillon. So like a lot of people don't even know that. So his footprint is definitely felt in all the, especially for the smaller Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
His sound.
So are there any older players? I mean, he was one of the founding members, or he is a founding member,
Actually,
right?
he wasn't a founding member.
He wasn't?
But I think he got into the band like in the early 90s because the band was established before. But I would say definitely from the mid 90s and up until now, you still have the same members a part of the band. So that's over 30 years of music with the same musicians.
Wow.
Yeah, so and that's very rare nowadays to find a group
so
of
you're
guys.
together for 30 years.
Yeah, and trust me, if anybody's been a part of a group or a band, you have a lot of different personalities you want to work within, with anything, the workplace, people have highs and lows and how they feeling, but personalities differ, but it goes deeper than that, like when you still have friendship outside of the work.
Yeah.
So it's good because with any band, people might be feeling a type of way, but like you're outside of the music, you're still someone's friend. You want to hear how they're feeling, and because you still want to be able to go out and gig and all that stuff. Yeah,
that's true. So Boyak, what you say? Boyak is the man for the comments,
Okay then. Glennet Weeks is watching, and we have Antoinette is also watching. That's about it for now.
Okay. We ain't hear nothing from Ramona for like 2 weeks now.
Listen, she was on first, but I'm not seeing her right now. But she was on first, and she says to hail up Jazzy, Wanga, and Boyak.
Okay. I just want to, as we said, big up Miss Julie Martin.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the committee for the Sugar Mass Award.
Listen, Julie is instrumental in doing a lot of good things.
I'm telling you.
For the arts. And I must commend her on that. And she's a big Radio Market fan also.
Big time. Big time. She get a lot of information.
Keep it,
We have a caller. Hi, good morning. Okay. Lost that one. So, 25 persons were honored this year, bringing it to a total of 185 persons have been honored so far. think it's since 2022 they began, right? And so we want to congratulate those. And then you had the most remarkable teens too, 25 most
Yeah, I
remarkable
saw that.
teens.
I was looking at that on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to big them up as well. Congratulate the teenagers who got awarded.
That
for
is so
different
true.
things, you know, Alvin, they're like in the community. Some of them got their own little business and so going,
Right.
you know, so they get awarded and so community spirit, that kind
And
of thing.
academically, they're doing
Yeah.
very good.
So,
That's one thing
It's
I've always
awarded.
appreciated about Sync. It's anything is a hustle, you know. So
Yeah.
in terms of hustle in the right sense, you know, you can sell you anything.
yeah.
So, you know, so sell ice to the Eskimos.
Oh, okay, there you go. I was
Yes.
just about to say.
You know,
Yeah.
sell ice to the Eskimos. I love Synkit's business. Synkit's is very business savvy, and I always appreciated that about you know, about
Yeah.
both Synkit's and Nevis.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, from one thing leads to the next, and you know, especially around you know, like the music festival,
Yeah.
and like you see everybody selling like different things, and it kind of boosts the economy.
Yep.
And I really like that. And for Sugar Mass, you see the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's selling everything because people come in from out of town, and you know, you definitely get to see a boost in the economy. People making money, whether it be clothing or food or stuff of that nature. So I've always appreciated that about St. Kitts.
So have Violators ever been on the music festival?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so hopefully it's 30 years this year you're celebrating, so I hope they'll be able to be a part of the St. Kitts Music Festival.
Well, one day.
Yeah,
but,
for
well,
the 30th.
maybe for the listening
Yeah, that would
audience.
be nice, yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll happen, but for me, like I don't think I told you, but I kind of serve in a different capacity now in St. Croix.
Okay.
I am now the assistant director of St. Croix festivals
Oh, cool.
for the St. Croix festival / carnival. You know, so I am still. I've taken a lesser role with Vio,
Okay.
but
okay.
still, you know, have the conversation, but I don't want to cause any type
Oh,
of.
yes, okay. Okay, so how old are you? Let me ask, how old are you? Because we are director, assistant director.
Yeah, assistant
At
director.
the age of how much? 40? Around there?
Well, 40 in December. 40 in December, yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
So,
isn't it?
so probably what you need to do is to send a copy of your music to the music festival
Well, remember, he
committee.
just said he don't.
We want
because-
conflict with
yeah.
his
Right.
festival
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he is
yeah.
an assistant
But we
director.
did not know, so we know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's
But
why I
still-
was,
But you could
because-
you could still speak to the manager of,
Yeah,
of the band.
definitely, but we
and-
still involved. But I mean, I remember growing up how torn apart I was as a child because St. Croix Festival and St. Kitts Sugar Mass is the same
yeah,
year.
the same thing.
And I hated it. I said, man, this is it's a good part of having Petition Blood and Crucian Blood, but it's like I want to celebrate
You get
Sugar
left
Mass.
in the
Board,
middle.
board,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was torn. I was
yeah.
torn.
Yeah.
I hated it growing
Yeah.
up, you know,
Yeah,
because
I
I would
know,
love to, in a perfect world, I would love to be in St. Kitts and in St. Croix at the same time,
I
but
know,
but
yeah.
that wasn't reality. And as I involve myself in like different things for the St. Croix Festival, musically and dealing with different promotions and stuff, I stuck around more to St. Croix. You know,
Yeah,
so but it was but I still pay very much attention
To
as
what's
much as I
happening,
can what's
yeah.
happening in St. Kitts because you know, especially when I started coming as in my later teens and early 20s, you know, that's when you had the back and forth with Smilax and New Vibes. That was like 2003, 2004, and you know, it was a good rivalry with them, you know, because, you know, New Vibes had very great songs and
Yes.
still do, and Smilax, you know, so I love that. And it's not like, I think those bands been around for
Years, I'm
years
telling
now
you.
and still relevant, you know,
Yeah.
still very much relevant, along with Grandmasters too as well. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grandma.
I
Yeah,
was
we
just
have a
about to
caller.
say
1
Grand-
minute. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, good morning again. The Violators band performed for the St. Kitts Music Festival in its inception.
Oh, in its inception. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can do a back check just to be certain, but yes, the Violators band did perform for the St. Kitts Music Festival, the St. Kitts Nevis Music Festival.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're
This
welcome.
person look like he's a Violators thing, you know?
Fan.
He look like he's a big Violators fanboy.
Yeah, we gotta play some for him before we leave.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It is now. What time it is?
11.
I think it's about 11. That clock is a bit fast. So it's 8 minutes past 11 right now. And you're listening to Radio Market. I have Alvin Burke in studio with me. And he is from St. Croix. Well, he wearing 2 hats, but...
Yeah, sometimes 3 and 4.
Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hey, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to big up that guy from City Bank.
You
I'm
wanna
a Violators fan too.
You wanna what?
Big up.
Yeah, I'm a Violators fan
He's
too.
a Violators fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I used to live in the Virgin Islands too, but I come back home, so yeah, you don't know.
Wonderful.
Violators and Jam Band was my 2 band.
Okay. All right, thank you. Good morning, Radio Market. Hello. No, you don't have lines, eh? Are you call, are we? But, yeah, but Violators in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick break and come back. Stick and stay.
Life's finest moments. Celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
The holiday shopping season is here, and ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation wants to help your business shine. With the Holiday Sales Driver, you get the power of radio, television, and social media, all working together to drive customers straight to your door. Book your campaign today and reach thousands of shoppers across St. Kitts and Nevis. Sign up for 3 weeks or more and get a free live on-air feature. Call 465-2621 and ask for our ZIZ sales team. With ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, and Big Wave, your holiday sales success starts here.
The countdown is on. The sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugarman's 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the streets at Juve, celebrate folklore, and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade, a celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
Get ready, St. Kitts and Nevis. Grab your dream screen now at the Great Horsefridge TV.
Welcome back. It's Radio Market, and we're here with, having a little chit chat with my nephew-in-law, Alvin. And it's good to hear that people still know about Violators and they like them, the band still, and so,
Still.
They had one of the biggest, they had a big hit called This Jungle, it was called?
Jungle,
This
yeah.
called? Yeah. I must play it for the Violators fans that we have in SK. We had that. I should be able to find it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It's Turs or Violate, O-R?
O-R, like how you spell it
Violator.
regularly, yeah.
O-R, violator. Okay. Now, last week we had a conversation, not last week, week before we were talking about Greenlands, right?
Yeah.
Where Greenlands really start? It start from down by Westbourne Gut? That's
Yeah.
when you come into Greenland?
Yeah.
And it goes
And it
up
ends
to...
up to
It ends by
just
Fry's
before you go in
Village.
Fry's Village, yeah.
It's Fry's Village, it
It's
is?
Fry's Village, just before you go into Fry's Village.
Okay, again, mix up with Freeman's.
Fry's Village.
Freeman's is Market Street.
Yeah.
Okay, so it begins to the bottom.
In front of Dr. Kelsick.
Right. You know, Alvin, you know about Greenlands? You ever been in Greenland?
Not familiar, no.
Not familiar?
No.
Okay. So Greenland used to be the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Really?
It was like the suburbs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the higher, like, when you hear Greenland, it's like the
You had to be up there.
upper echelons.
I
and so,
catch
you
it
know?
now, yeah.
Yeah, you had to live in Greenland with dog in the yard and so big dog and so, you know, in the yard and so. Yeah, that's how Greenland was. That's just down to the bottom.
But you know, Greenland is an extension of Fortland.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Fortlands was the big thing at first.
I know Fortlands was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you still have the big houses down there.
Yeah,
so.
but what I'm saying is that there was the first place that had actually big
The
house
suburbs,
lots and
yeah.
suburbs and so, and then Greenlands
and
was
then
an
you
extension.
had Shadwell and them was the suburbs too, right? Shadwell and Wade's Garden.
Yeah,
and them
but
places there.
to extend a lower part of the suburbs.
Okay.
You had more local people in that part of, the suburbs than what you had in Greenland and Fortlands.
Yeah. I was talking to Alomolo and he said the man used to play hardball cricket on Greenland's pasture. So he used to hit them with like bash up the window and so and then he said his father wanted to get a committee, to keep the place always going.
Right.
But it never came to fruition. But we were talking about it, Alvin, because if when you're passing down, tell the person, somebody brought you, right? Let them show you where Greenland's pasture is. It's a lot of cars and so there and so. But before,
I'm going to tell Pat's, Uncle Pat's.
his Pat's coming for you, okay?
Yeah.
Because back then it was like the stomping ground for people who live in the Irish town area in
Let me tell you something. You see, you go up there, go play cricket and you hit a ball and mash up somebody's window. Don't care how you run, they know who it is,
When he said, Alamola said, all you used to see is the tail end of the person
but
taking off, going off the pasture when
But they know, next thing you hear knocking on your door. Mr. Harmony out there. Your son hit a ball and mash up. But the good thing about it back then is just that you fix it back. No court sensors involved back then.
That's right, you pay back for it. Yeah. I know.
And then they had shifters from there and we come up behind ZIZ. This is which part we used to play cricket back.
Outside behind. Oh, okay. Radio Market, good morning.
Good morning, Jazzy. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good morning to all of your hosts and guests from St. Croix.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning, Mr.
Morning.
Yes, I went to St. Croix in 74, and then going back.
In 74?
I was staying down William Delight, right?
Yeah,
Down the lake was cut off. Come to my home, all the amazing, nobody passed. When you come from the village or in town, you're accustomed to hear vehicles and people passing.
Yeah.
And the houses represented to me, they seemed like those in Antigua. They were not friends.
Oh, okay.
I saw the carnival in St. Croix. And I was surprised because maybe I'm not accustomed. There were so many marching bands in the same carnival. I never accustomed. They have it still?
The marching bands, Alvin?
Yeah, it does have a marching band, and with the educational complex, it was really down for a while, like dormant. But I think under the tutelage and the teachings of Mr. Kevery Hendricks, he brought it back into the light. So they play a very big part.
And there was a troop that had an African outwear at 24 in December.
Okay.
But I said, by now, it's too much green bush,
Yeah, that is one thing I always say.
Yeah, but you're not accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the thing about village and Greenlands. Greenlands is not an extension of woodlands. When the land was given out in woodlands, There had to be a quarter acre. And the structures were put on the land at a certain price. You follow?
Yeah.
Now, Greenland is more like was a middle and aspiring middle class. And they couldn't afford to live down here, because when you apply, you had to be able to show you could pay it. I think it was £75 or something like that. But you find aspiring middle class people, because some of them came work in the sugar industry. The Kellys, those were tractor drivers. They're not ordinary people. So, Buckley site, I think it was the same price of Buckley site start, right?
Yeah.
The back of the poorhouse. That's it. I think the land was $600 for the lot. And you could put down what you want to put down.
Okay.
But you couldn't just put down any kind of house. And they were able to have gardens also at the back.
Okay.
Now the Fort Lands started in 1929. And the thing was slow because, there was more poor people over here. What happened, a lot of the estate managers who could not get houses around the square, because that is where the estate. Your estate was in the country, and your townhouse.
Yeah.
They were in Fort Lands because they could afford.
Okay.
The village, working class laborers. That's how they were considered. And you wouldn't believe, because geographically, Portland is part of the village. I always tell people so. The land was acquired at the same time in 18 something. And then they started building years after, while the village was growing. It would have been Hainesmith village, because they were bought on the same piece of land that the village is on. Now, Infirmary Road and Jones Street were considered not a part of Fort Lands, where Southwell live. Anybody who live to the north of the Jones's house, they were not considered. They were not even invited or involved in the social activities of Fort Lands.
So they were in Fort Lands. Okay.
Yeah, and you find Johnson Avenue down where Rasmussen come from. No, they were not. That's in Fort Lands, They were not considered Fort Lands because they were considered to be. They were aspiring middle class because the land they got was bigger than what was given inside of the villages.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, all right then.
Thanks. Okay, so she's saying that down by where Southwell and so they weren't considered as Fort Lands. But we had to do some research on that too.
It wasn't considered as Fort Lands.
Yeah.
See.
She was saying Infirmary Road and so wasn't considered as Fort Lands in that area.
Okay.
Fort Lands is down by me, Alvin, but it's on the other end.
Okay. Well, I always look at it that way too.
Yeah.
I never feel like from the road that Tony Berry is on.
Wrigley Avenue.
Go back east. Go west. I never cast there as Fort Land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we might go to some. We have to hear some more about that. 22 minutes past the hour of 11 is Radio Market. Call, are we? Sell your merchandise. Let me see what we have on the market for the morning. Well, only someone needs used galvanized or tin in. Call 664-2204 if you got any. Because we're in a number of galvanized. Yeah, it's tin in, yeah. Tin in.
Tin in fence, yeah.
Tin in, yeah. Tin in. Yeah.
Charlie used to look forward to going around and seeing how many people fence got blown down when they had like a little storm. Yeah.
But it's something else. We had like hurricanes and we never even know. We'll hear the blowing outside and the people think flying going so and so. And we inside cool.
Yeah.
But you see, modern technology, it just got everybody in a state,
Yeah.
Because we used to hear these things, and then when we come outside, you see the drain them running full, Alvin, running. We just get some popsicle stick or whatever, and throw them in and it's waste. We hear this stuff, we hear it outside. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, me, I'm back.
Yes.
Now, You notice the government owned land. Look at Mr. Southwell, go down there. Beside where Mr. Southwell used to live, down Portland.
Yeah, on your radio kind of loud.
Eh?
Yeah, you had a kind of feedback. Go ahead.
If you notice, the house is on that side.
Mm-hmm.
All government or doctors living there and whatever. All the way down to the CCU place.
All the way down to where?
Down where they got the credit union place.
Okay.
All of that land was not occupied because when the people who lived between Biggsy Avenue and that street they did not want to occupy land on that side, so the government used it to build homes.
Okay.
And Infirmary Road is actually a part geographically of Portland. That also was not occupied until some of them, the 1950s.
Oh, okay.
They were just began occupying in 1929. You know, so the history is very interesting of the village, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is. One
Price
of these
Village,
days.
Price Village and camps are considered village because actually some of them didn't live there. They lived in Johnson and so. And then the estate began to allow some of the workers to occupy the land, but they didn't own it.
Okay.
So when we talk about the village, all like down McKinley and McKinley's camps, Amory Ocean Way name, right? Not Ocean View. Amory View, whatever it is.
Yeah, Amory Drive.
That's part of Buckley's estate. Okay. You find some places were designed for middle class. Now in the country, the people live on the edges and so. And what they began to offer them, you know the hookup house we call hookup house?
No.
You push out the window and whatever.
Oh, okay.
It was prefabricated at the CHA, Public Works. Yeah. In Sadlers, Mr. My name, who owned the hotel in Nevis. They sold it down by the square. Yarwood.
Okay.
Mr. Yarwood, the father owned land in Sadlers.
Okay.
And he donated, remember he was an estate manager, you know. He donated a certain amount of land for the creation of the new Sadlers village. The people were asked, they would be given the house and they had to organize among themselves to put it together and to do the land. So a lot of the projects that you see in the country, in Kayan and so, they were in gut. Once you got the CHA house, you had to set it up yourself, pay the land or whatever.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Henry. We're going to talk with us another time and get some more in-depth information, okay?
Now, I'm looking for a crib, a baby crib.
A baby crib?
In good condition, with the mattress in it. The number to call.
You want everything in it?
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you take them out the crib early. 465-3645.
A crib with everything.
The baby too.
And now you ain't gonna crib it, man, about that.
465-3445? 465-3645?
Yes. Call me if you have, and I'll put you on to the person.
No problem.
Now, if you're not in good condition, don't call me.
Okay.
I don't want to try to pick up any disease, you know?
All right.
All right, then.
Thank you, Miss Henry. Take care. Okay. Now let's listen to the Violators. Let me give Wango and Dennis an idea of who Violators are. Okay? And the Violators fan, give a little taste of Violators.
This one's for man like Peanut, Cookie Head.
Well,
and you could hear I love the old school thing in it, you know. Okay, so Alvin, you say you are now the assistant director
of Synchro Festivals. Yeah.
So how the transition has been for you, like, because you were in government all the time, but in a different
and
department.
it's still government.
It's still government.
Yes.
So how the change has been for you?
It's been a good transition, a lot, because the time when I started about going on 2 months now. Mm-hmm. So I started when the preparations were already happening for Synchro Festival. So it's just not one avenue of music. You know, I still have to deal with certain other things, but pageantry and the village are under my preview now. Thank goodness for my sister Ajira and my mom, and so I have a little bit of familiarity with the pageant scene, but it's definitely a team effort in terms of my predecessors who was there before. Mm-hmm. So we have a commissioner, a new appointed commissioner in Jennifer Matarangas King. She also has Katishan line as well, so she'll probably like to hear that. But we have a commissioner in Jennifer Matarangas King who she uses this mantra, VI, does not for Virgin Islands, but vested interests.
Okay.
And I really love that. Yeah. In terms of getting people to have a vested interest in all things, just not St. Croix, but Virgin Islands. The interesting thing about the Virgin Islands, well, the USVI is that that's not people from St. Croix that lives there, or St. Thomas or St. John. There's certain times a day when I go to a Katishan party, I feel like I'm right in St. Kitts. Yeah. You know, I think St. Kitts had the independence in September, right?
Yeah, September. Yeah.
And St. Croix has a big party with big party around that time of year with the St. Kitts, with the independence of the Federation. So, you know, you definitely feel the St. Kitts influence in St. Croix, the Dominica influence, the St. Lucia influence, the of course Puerto Rico. We have a lot of Puerto Rican influence, and Dominican Republic too also. So St. Croix is really, well, not St. Croix alone, but the Virgin Islands is a really big melting pot of different things that makes up our fabric, you know. So when we cater, we try to cater to, we're from St. Croix, but we try to cater to the larger audience as much as we possibly could. Now, that's the beauty about living in the Virgin Islands. It's almost like a mini New York or a small Miami. You have a lot of different influences from all over the place, you know. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
And Buyok, he's a carnival man, so he would be able to relate to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about kind of integrating sometimes, but it so happened that's around the same time, so it could be hard because you could have maybe they could have had like maybe judges from St. Croix come and do one or two things and learn certain things, or we could have gone to St. Croix. And
I love that. I love that idea. I like now in my new capacity and my role, hearing calypso is one thing. I guess the traditional calypso, but hearing it and listening to it is two different things.
Yeah.
So hearing the music is one thing, but listening to
the words,
the lyrical content of the calypsonians, and that's not the music, but how they feel about calypso. You know, you have people like Mighty Pat.
I was just gonna say we have Mighty Pat from here that sings all the time, and Richie Bunton too.
Richie Bunton, you know, they both reside in St. Croix, and you know, you still have all these people like King Spade and all these
Generic. He's my favorite.
And Generic, you know, so King Dobby. King Dobby is into his 80s, almost touching 90, but he's still vibrant and still records outside of the carnival. So I think that what I would like to do, maybe, like I said, I met Kibi yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was such a great conversation with her. But to kind of some trade
and exchange,
fuse.
Because see what happened, for example, the pageantry, the Queen Show, you may have a neutral judge who knows nothing about the contestants.
Right.
That would be, a added part to that. And it's, like I said, it's become an exchange where you may have a judge from St. Kitts come to your carnival during the time and judge that particular show that you're talking about.
I would love for that to happen.
And the same thing we can exchange. I'm not on the committee, but I'm just saying they'll be able to exchange.
Fuse ideas.
You have a different judge come from St. Croix, and they would have learned different aspect about the judging.
Absolutely.
Because I've seen it happen in Statia and Tobago, where they've had judges from St. Kitts come to Statia to partake in the festival, and the same thing with Tobago.
Right, I love the idea, especially in the December month where I've been following the Calypso tent from St. Kitts, and it's well run and put together in my opinion. So if we can definitely have an exchange of judging and ideas, and just see, you can take one from the next and how you could infuse it into something new. And Calypso is such a sensitive thing for people who have been doing it for such a long time that I don't want to say the art form is dying, but I just think maybe the influence, or maybe it needs to be revitalized in ways that maybe we could bring some of the young guys who does soca, like those guys who are in the 20s and 30s, and say, you know what, try your hand at this for the art form to stay relevant, so maybe that's a conversation that we're having in St. Croix too as well, to keep that alive.
Do you have that going on in the schools?
We haven't had a junior Calypso show in quite some time, but we need it back. So we already been having the conversations to try to reinstate the junior Calypsonians, because it's
that's the feel for the senior Calypso.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we've been having those conversations to try to have the junior Calypsonians, I guess for lack of a better word, help groom them for them to prepare them for the senior Calypso.
That's where
it starts there. And the same thing with pageantry too.
Hi, good morning. It's me again. Now I noticed that it's quadrille, you all call it? The dance.
What dance?
We call them square dance, but it's traditional dance.
Quelbe.
What do you call it again?
Quadrille.
Huh? Yeah, I noticed it is popular in Nevis. You don't sit in St. Kitts. I was wondering if it was the Nevis and to carry the other, just pick it up from there. Then my brother John, he joined the one in St. Thomas, and the famous one. They used to travel a lot. So I always wonder, and I admire that, carrying the country, our culture to another country. But I wonder, why is it more Nevis still do it, eh? Why is it more popular in Nevis than in St. Kitts? That's the question.
Okay, I have no idea. Can I answer that?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can answer it, but I do know for certain. And I saw them yesterday down in town by Port Zante.
Yeah.
You had the masquerades.
Yeah.
They at one point they used to come to St. Croix for every agriculture fair
yes, that's right.
in February. So they were very popular in St. Croix. So I know they definitely take part in a lot of the St. Croix activities. That I know for sure. I saw them yesterday and I recognized some of them. So they definitely take part in like certain things for St. Kitts, St. Croix Festival. And as a matter of fact, Small Axe is coming to St. Croix for the opening night. We're part of the opening night for St. Croix Festival Village. So it'll be, if I remember off the top of my head, it will be Via International, Small Axe Band. And when one thing with the Kititians, one Kititian come, everybody comes in support, and I absolutely love that. So they're be there in full support. But I would love to bring the band from Nevis, the Honeybee. Yeah. I would love to bring them to St. Croix at some point, and definitely bring Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. Yeah, and it would. So we definitely need that. So and I know the guys for TSK, the 10 Sleepless Nights they would definitely jump at that opportunity to come.
We have a caller. Hi, good morning.
Yes, I think that the Quadra is more popular in Nevis because
okay. Because what? You said because you're cracking up. What you said?
I said I think the Quadra is more popular in Nevis because of the string band. Nevis is more famous for the string band music than in St. Kitts.
Yeah.
And so the use of the banjo, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the use of the banjo, similar to the string band, and so I think that's one of the reasons why the Quadra is more popular in Nevis. That's my take on it. I don't know if anybody else have a different opinion.
Okay, thank you.
Jazzy.
I might tend to agree with him. Yeah.
The quadrille is also a part of the masquerade dance.
Yeah.
And masquerade was more popular in Nevis than in St. Kitts.
But it's more popular in St. Kitts than in Nevis.
No, we've switched roles.
Yeah. So
I think we need a cultural exchange.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's and that's the word the phrase I was looking for. So
what do you have down there in terms of culture? Like, because, okay, you know, we talk about the marching band and that is totally different, but in terms of, like, do you have clowns? Do you have such like?
Yeah, the clowns are more popular in St. Thomas than in St. Croix.
Okay.
But in regards to, and St. Thomas and St. John still have Quelbe bands or scratch bands for some, but I think that when it comes to the marquee Quelbe, like that, I guess, quote unquote, that traditional Quelbe song, Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights would be that band, you know.
They're at the top of the list.
They are the top of the list.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah, so, and as you mentioned with the banjo and the flute that's playing by Stanley Jacobs, Dr. Stanley Jacobs, and he's been doing it now, you know, these guys are still active. Like, they are quote-unquote rock stars. They travel heavy. They go to Denmark. I know they've been to Denmark some time ago to play. I think they've been to Virgin Gata, Tortola to play some time back. But they're very, very popular. So I think what's important is we need a cultural exchange between the two because, you know, we mirror each other in terms of cultural identity. So I think, but that would be great.
Yeah, we have a caller. Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I just want everyone to know, under the sound of my voice, I have dog food in stock. I have sneakers in stock. Anyone who is interested, you can hit me up at 667-8492. Once again, 667-8492.
Okay,
Thank you.
You covered. Yes. Hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Can you please tell out the messages to tell Evelyn Philip up not down to call me, please?
Evelyn Philip to call who?
Yes, Ethel, the blind lady was just arguing.
Okay, Evelyn Philip, please call Ethel. She got your number?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So I think she hear you. Hope she hear you. Evelyn, call Ethel, please. Okay, good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, good morning. I have some barrels, blue barrels for sale.
Okay. For how much?
That's $664.
How much for the barrels?
$70.
$70, okay. And what's your number? What's your number?
664-1528.
1528.
1582?
Beg your pardon?
1582?
1528.
Got you. 28. Got you covered. Okay. Thank you. Got you covered. Have a good weekend. Yes, so you don't have the like the masquerades and so.
it's more popular, I think, in St. Thomas with the clowns. I think St. Croix had it at one point. But like I said, what's really popular in St. Croix is the quadrille dancers, the traditional quadrille dancers. And, you know, I'm probably saying it wrong now, but when it's give the call signs, like Tootle, Balance, and you know, it's basically like a waltz, and so and I hope I'm saying it correctly, but it's a waltz dance with the different calls and stuff like that. But that's very, very popular in St. Croix. You know, along with the quadrille, you can't say quadrille without saying Quelbe. You know, so they're married to each other. You know.
I loved Jamesy and the Happy Seven.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Jamesy was
Somebody just posted a video with Jamesy. I think it was yesterday, the day before on Facebook. Yeah. And I was younger then, but like I said, hearing something and listening to it is two different things in terms of like the lyrical content of it. So you have the older I get, the better appreciation I have for certain things that was before my time, you know. So, but Jamesy and the Happy Seven for sure.
Definitely. This is Jamesy. I mean, hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Good afternoon.
Morning.
Morning. I'm just calling to send condolences to Adeline Woods and with her family in Yongon, part of the mother.
Okay, thank you.
From the water.
Okay.
Okay,
right. Okay. This is Jamesy and the Happy Seven. And the Happy Seven. Now, this is Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. I love this one.
With food and bit. Oh, pack me guts with food. Don't drink all the guava berry. You better take some for me. Back my head with ocean midnight. La 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 la.
You know, I listening to that, and that recording was, I know for sure, was more than 20 years ago.
Wow.
But if yes, more than 20 years ago. But if you're listening to the band now, they still sound fresh, the same.
Wow.
That the vocals you were hearing was from the same guy who's playing the
Quattro.
The
Banjo.
banjo.
Yeah.
He's singing the banjo. He's playing the banjo and singing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Edgy Christian.
Okay.
Edgy Christian passed away this year.
Oh.
So that iconic voice, we will no longer hear it anymore. But there's still some members, like a young guy, the name of Kendall Henry and Casey, who fills that void very well. But I was listening to the gentleman before. No, I don't. This is like my 50% Katisha. I'm gonna speak now.
Yeah.
But it's very important to when he was speaking about Elimat, about how we should definitely have something in his honor. So I don't know what that's about, but one thing that St. Croix does very well, in my opinion, the Virgin Islands, they they see it in their power to honor those who have been here before us,
made contribution,
and give them their flowers while they're still here, and that's very important, because
That's true.
flowers are good, but give it to me or give it to them while they're still here, for they can still smell it.
Yep.
So I listening to him, and again a little bit of goosebumps, because we are approaching St. Croix Festival now, and the serenades that are very important. And like I said, Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights are one of the most busiest bands in any genre, especially for St. Croix Festival, and to know that we won't be able to hear that voice. But I am very happy to know that they're honoring him again posthumously.
Okay.
But still, they were able to honor the band in different capacities, and so for the people at St. Kitts, if you see someone who has been doing something for a while, like Eli Mata, and I'm pretty sure there are people who are in his realm has been doing music, and it doesn't have to be music. Give them their flowers, so they can still smell it while they're still here.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
We have a caller. Hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Jackie,
Yes.
this is gentleman there from St. Croix. I have a brother in St. Croix, a bar. In St. Croix.
He has a bar?
A bar. He have a beach bar.
Where it is? Where? Okay, and you don't know the name of the bar?
Before it name to me, people can't call it.
Okay.
Hitler.
What you said?
Maybe no Hitler.
If you know Hitler? You know Hitler?
Probably.
Calvin, he was named Calvin.
Spratnet.
Spratnet, yes.
Okay.
I know Calvin very well.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, like I said, St. Croix and St. Kitts has a connection, and most of the Kittitians that have businesses, I know them.
Okay, thank you.
I know Calvin very well.
Okay. So you know his bar too?
I know the bar. That's not over at Cane Bay.
Okay.
Cane Bays are very highly.
Is it Christiansted?
More north side. Yeah, but it's in more north side,
Okay.
But I know Calvin very, very well, Yeah, and it's definitely a beach bar. Everywhere has a Spratnet.
I know, right? We have it here.
Yeah, exactly. So Spratnet over Calvin by Calvin's,
Yeah, we're winding down, and we have been chatting with Alvin Burke, and he is the assistant director of the Carnival Committee, or how we go?
Festivals.
festivals. You know, I wanted to ask you, we're running out of time. It's like
telling you.
11:54 now. Any comments?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Buyaki, let me...
No, listen, you were into it, and
Yeah.
it was interesting, and I'm listening. So,
Yeah, hear me.
we have Rudolph Gillard saying, "Good morning, my people. Have a wonderful weekend. Enough love always." He also said that he loved the shirts. Green is a blessed color.
I have to get one.
Yeah.
Value.
Tell this the artist here.
Okay, good.
We have Marvin Bradley saying, "Big Rambo in Newtown." We have Zelma Daniel saying, I still have Ellie Matt record autographed by Ellie Matt. Seth saying, "Birthday greetings to Kenneth Gishard, living in North Carolina, from his aunts from St. Martin, St. Kitts, and Canada, and his cousins in St. Kitts and abroad." He said, "Good morning to all. Thanks for announcing his birthday." We have Joan Thompson saying, "Blessed morning, my lovelies. Greetings to the Most High for our next day." We have Neville Mitchum saying, "Nationals in DMV area, the St. Kitts and Nevis Association of Washington, D.C., SKNNADC, would like to cordially invite you to an annual potluck Christmas party on Saturday, December the 6th. White Duncan saying, "Good morning, Radio Market from Houston. Have a blessed week."
Okay. Any more?
Yes, we have Sylvester Huggins saying, "This is Sylvester. We is the group that used to go to St. Croix." I guess the
Sylvester
drummers.
Masterwave,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In 98 and 2018, he said.
Ken Ross says, "Lived in St. Croix and Stanley and the Sleepless Nights." It is.
I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Morning, Jazzy and my JDW crew. I didn't even get to message in this morning, but please know that your faithful
That's nice,
listener
yeah.
is listening and was listening all morning. Jazzy, amazing job with your nephew. You just don't know how to pull out these people out of your back pocket, your side pocket, your thigh pocket, your front pocket. But anyway, good, really, really good show again. Happy to be one of the favorite listeners. You realize I'm pleasing myself, right? But anyway, like I said, amazing show. All these shows, sometimes the time runs so short, we don't even have enough time. He coming back next week Saturday when he leaving. Tell him come back, my man. Don't leave so fast, okay? Really, really, really good show. All right. Have a blessed weekend, my dear.
Thank you, Marcy.
Marcy, stay in tune. Boy.
I'm telling you, well, Alvin leaving just now, so hoping you come back and
I'll be back. I'll be back 2026.
Okay.
2026, because right now, like I mentioned, St. Croix Festival is gearing up very, very hot. So I have to be...
Got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work, boots on the ground, So
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, it's like almost 12. Any more comments, Boyaka?
No, but I was going to say, my dad also worked in St. Croix for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Hess,
he
right?
was a welder in the Hess company.
Everybody work Hess,
But a refinery.
Yeah.
Hess.
He
If they
worked,
only bring back Hess.
Oh, yeah.
To St. Croix, right?
That was
That's
definitely
it.
a stimulant to the economy.
Hess was the dollar.
Yeah, boy. Everybody worked Hess.
One of the great things about Hess is as big as Hess was, it stimulated other type of businesses too.
Yeah.
Doctors' offices, guys were able to open up like different bars and song systems for their business and restaurants and so it's all about the economy. You got to be, and this program here, what's the name of the program?
Radio Market.
I love that because I sit in here. I learn a new word for galvanize and I think the first time I ever heard that was from my grandmother Anita.
Zinc.
So
Zinc.
I heard somebody selling barrels.
Yeah.
I think I heard dog food. Somebody wants to buy a crib. I think I heard something else. I may be mistaken, but like that's
a wealth of information.
That is powerful. And that's one of the things I have such an appreciation for St. Kitts and Nevis. Like everything is a hustle in terms of good business. There's nothing gets thrown away. So I love that, and this is a wonderful program. So for the little time I'm here, business is being exchanged very well.
right?
So that's very, 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 very good.
Thank you so much. That's a good way to end, right? I wanted to really ask you about Three Kings Day.
January
because
6th.
I always hear about Three Kings Day, and I always think about, I wonder if we could be there for that and what really happens, what it is about, and so.
Yeah, that's
But
that's,
maybe
that's
in a
all right.
nutshell, you can give me quick.
Okay, in a nutshell, okay, let me see if I remember it. Three Kings Day is one of the local holidays that we do have, basically celebrating the three kings of, in a biblical aspect, if I could remember it correctly. That I ain't gonna try to say something that I don't know about, but basically in celebration of the three kings. I know I'm gonna be saying it wrong. I know I'm gonna be saying it wrong. But it's definitely a strong woven part of the Virgin Islands, especially St. Croix. It happens like the date is January 6th when it happens. I know for the last few years we have a Three Kings Day Trump with Stanley. It's like basically to close off the St. Croix Festival and to begin the new year. And we have a basically they call it a Crucian Rican Tramp that kind of falls into line. I remember I told you St. Croix is very Puerto Rican influence, so we have a Crucian Rican Tramp. They have they in the market, in the vegetable market, everything is for free food, the lines are long, but it's just a jovial type of thing. They have for those of us who eat roast pork or dodo lechon, they have different stuff with the vegetable. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, okay.
When I do get some better information, I'll share it with you and you can share it with your listeners. But that's in a nutshell, more or less. I know I missed out a few things.
That's wonderful. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. It's like just about 12:01, actually. So we're going to wind up. And just want to say thanks. Anything you have to say, guys? Quick.
Well, for me, it's always a pleasure being here to share the knowledge and to gain whatever knowledge.
Yeah.
I always look forward for this. This is basically a part of my livelihood, so to speak, to come here and share whatever and gain whatever. Just want to wish everybody out there in radio and internet land a happy and prosperity week ahead. Have a good weekend. Blessed love.
Blessed weekend to everyone, and happy and enjoyable work week next week.
It's over and out. Oh my gosh. Let me end with thing as we get ready for the news. I want to remind you guys that Carmen's Catering Services, 665-1492. Her Saturday menu is cook up with pork and without pork, barbecue pork ribs, honey glazed chicken, breaded chicken, pan-fried fish, steamed kingfish, with the sides of rice and peas, coconut johnny cakes, pumpkin fritters, macaroni pie, parsley breadfruit, corn on the cob, steamed vegetables, and green salad. Carmen's Catering Services, 665-1494. Midday Major Newscast is up next, sponsored by Development Bank, and you're in tune with ZIZ Radio, broadcasting from its studios at Springfield in Bastia St. Kitts, West Indies. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. See all you. God's will.
News, sports, information, and your favorite music station, ZIZ Radio.
In the headlines St. Kitts Nevis Bureau of Standards Air Quality Lab strengthens health and safety accreditation. St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force to participate in Guyana Defense Force 60th Anniversary Fitness Competition, and the Nevis Island Administration Cabinet engages teachers in consultation on Destiny SSZ proposal.
Every day we're faced with choices: to spend or to save, to delay or to stay on track. It's discipline that shapes our future, because discipline means making the choice today that pays off tomorrow. Remember, discipline, choice, pays. A message from the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis.
ZIZ Radio now presents the major newscast. Stories making the news locally, regionally, and internationally.